Sierra Leone, and as mentioned earlier, there are rising tensions in the country as citizens eagerly await the announcement of the election results. The latest addition to the troubles there is accusations of a conspiracy to rig the elections in favor of Julius Maada Bio. It's believed that the former president of Ghana may be involved, as well as Britain. Well, for more on this, let's once again try to speak to our correspondent, CGTN, Susan Wongeli, who of course is keeping tabs on developments there from the capital, Freetown. Susan, this latest controversy, counter-accusations that are raging in the country. What more can you tell us about these latest developments?
Well, currently the situation here in Sierra Leone is one of tension. It's quite tense here as people await that announcement by the National Electoral Commission, which has delayed for a while now. Voting was on Sunday. It's now 4 days, 3 days after, and still people do not know the way forward. And yes, this of course has led to a lot of accusations and counter-accusations. And as you mentioned there, the latest one, the international community is under the spotlight here after the APC said that it had solid evidence that the international community, through its observer missions here, were colluding with the National Electoral Commission to give Julius Maada Bio victory. And this has led to anger, especially among the APC supporters. And they were scheduled to have a protest march today, but we know that that has since been cancelled pending the outcome of a meeting between APC leaders. Then later on we can know if indeed that that protest march will go on. And the flag really is on the British High Commissioner, but he's yet to comment on that. Yesterday he was put on the spot, but he refused to comment on that. But as you said there much earlier, yes, John Mahama, ex-Ghanaian President John Mahama did comment on his Facebook, where he said that he was really disappointed by the recent development, and said that he has no use, or really it does not concern him much who becomes the president of Sierra Leone. Rather, for him, his concern mainly is through the Commonwealth to ensure that the process of electing that president is credible and that the will of the people is respected. So things as they stand right now is that it's pretty tense as people await to hear the way forward, especially from the National Electoral Commission.
Certainly not surprising to hear that things are really tense in the wake of these latest allegations and controversy. And of course, all of this on top of ethnically charged driven messages that we heard in the run-up to the runoff votes. Susan, just tell us more about the public sentiment on the ground, the mood amongst the people. Is there a risk that this could tip over into violence or very worrying level of tension?
Well, given the history of this country, you know, they did experience so many years of violence, and there's that, as much as there's tension, there are a lot of people who are scared of the eventuality. Should the tensions rise, should there be violence? A lot of people are scared of that. But then again, the recent developments are not helping much, and they have been causing this tension. And we do know for a fact that a number of people in various communities, especially in the provinces, there are people who have their belongings packed, and they're just waiting to hear what the National Electoral Commission says, and they are ready to flee. Of course, we've been reporting that there have been certain incidents of violence within various areas, so the tension really remains high. But all this really will change much later, and what most people are talking about is that should the status quo remain, that is, should the ruling party be announced the winner of these elections, then there will be problems. But if it goes the other way, then the APC supporters say as long as the process is credible, then they're willing to accept the vote. But just generally, it's tense. There's a bit of an uneasy calm, but yes, as people await for the results.
Well, indeed. I mean, the only thing that will settle this uneasy calm is an announcement from the Electoral Commission. When will those final results be announced?
Quite honestly, Lindy, at this point, we really don't know when that will be, because we have been waiting. Yesterday, we were very certain that the National Electoral Commission would announce those results, because it had given about 48 hours to announce those results. But yesterday, that did not happen. Today we were expecting, information that there'll be a press conference, but that is yet to be communicated to us. So we really don't know. But then again, there are rumors really that the APC is planning to go to court to seek an injunction to stop the announcement of the results. So that's also something else that might be delaying the process. But maybe today, well, perhaps we are hoping that much later today, we will know who the president of this country is, because this is going to really add up to the tension that has been here for the last, the whole of this month, March. Sierra Leone has really been tense as they await for that crucial results.
Indeed. Well, thank you so much, Susan Mwangeli, for your comprehensive coverage there from Sierra Leone, bringing us the latest from Freetown as citizens continue to eagerly await the announcement of those election results.